again with the board, and I hope this works now. So there's my printouts. It's laid over this extruded polystyrene boards. One sheet's almost big enough to fit it, so I've got a bit of gap here, but obviously I have loads of excess where the water is, because that's not going to be included. So what I need to do now, well, I must say, it was 8 sheets, £15 or so plenty. I might be able to use some to build up some of the high areas, but I'm going to pin this all in place now, and then start tracing out the land masses. Obviously I'm going to get to this point here where the gap is, and there's going to have to be a sort of sliver in there as a filler. There's not a lot I can do about that, but hopefully by the end of this weekend I'll have traced it all out, cut it all out, and then have layered it back on top. And what you look in front of you now should be replicated in the white foam board, fixed in place. So it is well and truly underway. I'll keep sort of videoing this over the weekend, and then just see how far we get in the weekend. But having a break from painting and doing models, I've smashed them out the last few days. I need a bit of a break from that, and turn my attention, as promised, to this. So carry on watching, comment, offer advice, let me know what you think, any changes that you would make if you were doing it, and enjoy as we progress through the board. So I've traced around all of the landmass, as well as all the province lines with a hobby knife. That's all I've used, just cut in and done it. And you can faintly see like the score lines. So all I'm going to do, where it's a province line, I'm just going to, with watered down paint, just run it over it, just so it sinks in and stands out a bit better. And now I'm just going to make sure that the it's going to be like a million-piece puzzle if I get this wrong. Yeah, so you definitely see here they've all been clearly delineated. All I'm going to do is go around the edge, the coastline now, and cut out the landmass. Took me quite a while, but I've got an audio book on, Simon Scarrow, pretty good, fitting, and I'll crack on now. So I'm just cutting it out stage by stage, taking a bit of time, but I'm really happy with it. Obviously you've got Iberia, you can now probably see the provinces clearer. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to obviously fill down here where it's not, I've just done a rough cut. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep going with this, and I think this is the way forward. I'll bevel all these edges with a hot wire, and once I cut this out, stick it down PVA and make sure it's nice and flat, and then it's done. And my God, why didn't I do this first time around? Why did I put all that filler on it and build it up to shave it down? But it was a prototype. Yeah, pretty happy with it so far. This is time consuming, so I should imagine it'll be this weekend, cutting it all out, getting it all fixed in place, and then beveling. But that's where we're up to. Rome. And this is how it's come out. I'm really happy with that. I'm going to look forward to getting it done. It's slow burn, so I don't want to rush it, because I don't want to make mistakes. I feel like although I've got more sheets, I want to get this one done properly and right. So as you can see, it's 10mm, well actually I think it's 9mm board, so I'm still going to use the pouring water again. I like that effect. Hopefully I won't need as much because it's not as deep. And then moving across, obviously this is where you've got the split, the Nile runs down into here. Wrong, the Suez Canal in modern times. So that's just a bit of orientation. And then that's as far east as I can go at the minute. I'm going to try and extend that. I'm looking for the Alexander expansion to see if that mapping goes across. And that'll be the eastern part of the empire map. So that's where I'm at with that. Provinces are marked on. Just need to bevel it. I did start doing some beveling around the edges. But yeah, campaign map on the way. I'm going to start my Athenians. So I've got 16, so pars at 8. I'm doing it rank by rank. All primed white. And then the first coat I'm doing is of Fire Slayer Flesh. So I'm going to get that on, all of them. So this is what they look like so far. Pretty happy with them. And then I'll move on to the spear shafts and then the metallics. And I'll just do little sort of clips of that as I go along. I'm not sure whether I'm going to go for the Greek city-states from Rome Total War, where they all had the, I suppose it would be, in contrast, the skeleton horde, or, you know, sort of a bony ivory colour. Or I might have a look at Rome Total War tomorrow and see, because I might make them a bit bluer, because I want the Spartans to be red. So I think I might make the Athenians a bluer colour, a bit more uniformed than the barbarian tribes. So yeah, it's all go. If I can get the Athenians done, the Spartans done, plus those others for this guy done by next Friday, I'm well happy. Well happy. And then I still got a box of Spartans, just a box of Athenians to do, plus everything else that I'm still waiting on. And the board's done. So 2021's already looking really good for my modelling. Happy. All right, stay tuned. So this happened this weekend instead of my boards. I started my Athenians. This is my prototype to see if I was happy. Obviously, it needs a little bit of finishing. I need to do the like sword harness still. Just tidy it up a bit, but I'm pretty happy with them. I went with the blue. It is bright. It looks bright anyway, but as uniformed army, they do stand out. They look good, and especially when I'm going to have the Spartans who are going to be red, and then rather than the bone type linen cuirass, they're going to have that but highlighted white, so they're going to be white and red, hopefully stand out as well. And now I've just got all the shields to put on. I'm putting shields on because, as you can see from this guy, it does mask a lot of the body, and it is quite tight to them. So rather than get carried away doing loads of fiddly bits that will never ever be seen, I'm just going to get the shields on and do it. So I've used Fire Slayer Flesh for the skin. I've used Skeleton Horde for the linen cuirasses where possible. These guys at the back have got the breastplates on, so I need to do them. And obviously I can't do the shields. And then I've used this blue here, which is Talisar blue as the tunic colour. Once I've got the shields on, I've got to do leg greaves, helmets next. So that's going to be largely Sycorax bronze, which I found needs 2 coats really to go on well. So I'll do that. That's going to take me quite a long time because there's a lot of helmets. I've got the cuirasses to do in the greaves. But once that's done, I'm going to go in. I'll do any plumes that need doing. I've started doing a couple. Just going to mix them up. No real plan. I'll do a few like this guy.
Never been able to get this right. How do you do it? Let's try it. Focus on this guy. There you go. So he's got a red and a black one. You can see like the blue's a bit messy in places, but this is like base coats, base layers, and then that's where I'll go in with the proper paints that aren't contrast. Just tidy it all up. So that's where I'm at. 3 units of Athenians getting smashed out. I spent a few hours yesterday, a couple of hours today, and I've already done no more than 10 hours work. And they're done. I'll base these. I'm going to base these slightly different. The guy who sent me his Romans to do, he's got these spacers. So these wooden spacers, all these guys slot on a base, and that's it. And I think that's how I'm going to start doing mine from now on, because then this space will just fit within the movement tray, not a problem. It might be slightly more expensive way to do it, but if I do ever want to play a different game system, then I will have my troops. So that's what I'm going to do moving forward. So that's how my guy's going to be based. I'm going to get all the Athenians done, all of the Spartans done. The Spartans, like I said, can be exactly the same, apart from rather than blue, it's going to be a red, probably Flesh Terror's red, just a bit darker than the Blood Angels. And that's really going to be the only difference. And a white linen cuirass over these, which will do more Carthaginians, and it didn't take too long, and it looks good. Yeah, Athenians. And I'm so happy I've got exactly the same again in front of me to build and paint. So I'll have 6 units of these, 6 units of Spartans. Can I get them done before Wayland Games actually deliver the rest? I don't know. So it's now 11:45 or 23:45 on Sunday the 10th of January 2021, and as I started these last night, did a bit this morning, and then really from about 4 o'clock until now I haven't stopped. And that is 3 lots of 16 Athenian hoplites pretty much done, and I'm quite happy with them. I've got to do his arm over there on the right. Gonna put them on the bases, just blue tack them on, get them organised into how I want them to be, and then I'll just tidy them up, do his finishing touches, and that's it. They're done tomorrow night, so not bad. And then I've literally only got my Spartans to do, and then the touching up on the Illyrians that you saw earlier. Pretty happy. Here they are then. All done and finished. Just need to do the bases for them. So it's 3 units of 16 Athenians, and you can see the reflection. I think the blue looks really good. It ties them all together. I think it took me, I was up to quite late last night doing these. They've come out really well. Really happy with them. Largely contrast paints, nothing else. And just a close up on the back of them. Yeah, so I just need to get the bases done and finish, and that's them sorted out. So I've obviously got the sprues there to go for them. Sprues there for my Spartans, my second lot of Spartans. And then craziness you've got going on here is I've started on the Spartans. So exactly the same, fast layer of flesh for the skin tone.
And then all I'm doing at the minute is using contrast flesh tears red, which gives it quite a nice dark deep red for the cloaks and the tunics. And then not forgetting that they've got like a red band around their waist. Once I've done that, it'll be snakebite leather for the spear grips by the hands, all their boots and then the straps, and then skeleton horde for the tunics. Then I'll probably give it a little once over of a flat white just to bring out the tunics a bit more, and then before skeleton horde as well, which I'm running low on, that'll be for the spear shafts. Do all my spears with that. And then I've been using Sarcorix bronze for all the armour, contrast black Templar for the hair and the beards. I think all Greeks would have really dark hair, so that's what I'm going to stick to, keep it easy and simple, and that's it. So 7 paints in total, could go to 6, doesn't take long, so I'm going to get these done today. I'm really happy about that. I can't believe how much I've got done in the last couple of days, but I'm going to do these. I'll probably get them based along with the Athenians tomorrow. I'm going to try using a Citadel basing bit, Armageddon dust, see how it goes with that.
All the hair done. That took quite a while. Big beards. Yeah, a lot longer than the Athenians. A lot more hair, but the helmet should be simpler to do. I tried doing one to mix up with a brown. I think I used wildwood brown or something like that. I don't like it, so I went back to black. So they've all got black hair. The next stage now is I'm going to do all the cuirasses and little bits that trimmings that hang down, and yeah, get that smashed. And then snakebite leather for the boots. Do spears as well in this stage, and then it's just the metals.
And I've gone a bit crazy the last couple of days, so it's Tuesday morning now. Another busy night last night, but in front of you, you can see my my Spartans. I had a danger moment where I'd put all the shields on upside down. So I had to rip them off quickly and do it again. And as you can see, all I've got to do is leg greaves, shoes, final touches like the pipes, spear tips and that. But that won't take long. So hopefully by the end of tonight, I'll have all my Spartans done. This was the one that my, well, he's 6 now, but he was 5 at the time, 5-year-old son did. So he's done a really good job now. I'm just tidying it up and he'll be included. I'll try to get it so the shields cover as much of the bodies as possible. Really happy with them. I've used Flesh Tears red. It's a darker red. I just need to touch up little bits. I've used black Templar, all contrast paints. Black Templar for the hair. Snakebite leather will be for the shoes and boots. And then skeleton horde for the tunics. Sorry, the linen cuirass and the spear shafts. I also use a snakebite leather for the spear grips. But yeah, that's the Spartans to join my Athenians. So really from Saturday afternoon to now Tuesday morning, I've managed to put 6 lots of 16 guys together. So that's almost 100 models done in 2.5 days or so. Good progress.